Hey, this is Steven from Steven's Classic Garage. I have a little bit of battery left here. I'm over here at the shop.build in San Jose. You should definitely check it out. I'll be doing a tour here eventually for a different channel, but for now this is mainly how we're going to be using it, is in the car bay for this channel. So here I have my 79 Rabbit up on the lift. This lift has a 2700 kilogram, which is about 6,000 pound. Max capacity is Atlas lift. It's a cantilevered lift, barely fit underneath the car, and so I have it up to about where it is now, and it's sitting on the safety. So I found out the car spent a little bit more time in New Jersey in New York than I would have liked. So we're gonna go and look for some rust. I already looked around, but I'm gonna take you guys anyways. So up in there you can see one of the 4 coilovers. I don't know what brand they are. I'll have to take the wheels out, but I'm not going to take the wheels out now. So there's one of the coilovers with the adjust rings on it. You can see the coilovers is the front tire. And around front, here's the other one. There's another one back there. So far I've seen a little bit of damage. Right there, you can see that piece there is caved in. So I'm assuming it's from where the lift point is. I probably shouldn't have lifted it in the same spot that it was lifted already and caused a problem. Back here it seems to be doing okay. It might have already started folding there on the body seam. I don't know why. This thing is 1,800 pounds. Shouldn't be folding steel. It's doing the same thing, sorta, kinda, not really back here. So obviously another lift point here. That should be really strong. I might have to put something over this thing, like a piece of rubber, to kind of help with the lifting. So I might design something for these lift points so they get a nice good lift. Alright, so let's go ahead and go underneath and take a look. I'm going to go ahead and flip my hand. So here's underneath. I don't have a lot of light under here, but you can see it's got some stock undercoating here. I don't see a lot of rust or any holes or anything that's out of the ordinary. This here looks new. This piece looks kind of new. Exhaust looks good. You can see here's the cantilevered bar. So no rust holes yet. It might be getting one here. There might be a rust hole right there. There might be a rust hole forming right there. The exhaust looks good. Here's the spare tire. Spare tire looks good. Undercoating, gas tank. There's a little frame. This is like a suspension bar here. It's tubular. It's kind of cool. The coilovers right there. You can see the adjustment there on the coilovers, the thread. Got some water. It's been raining today, so here are some of the brake lines. So that's weird, because they were saying that the brake lines route through the inside of the car, but they're routing through the outside, at least the back brakes. So here's the back brakes, and the lines are looking good. The lines look brand new, or they look in good condition. Same thing here, no cracks in the lines, no cracks in the bushings back there. Exhaust bushings look good. This bushing looks good. I mean, these are relatively new. Everything looks pretty good. Wheel well looks pretty good. Original brown in there. Then over here, got the front suspension. And indeed, it is driven from both sides. There's a shaft there, half shaft there. There's another half shaft. There's a better look at the coilovers. Tie rod ends, no bushings broken there. CV joints. I'm in neutral right now, so you should be able to turn the CV joint. Aw, it's greasy. Shit. But CV joints look good. No grease flinging, so boots look good. These boots look pretty good. These boots look really good. Oil pan looks good. So my roommate, my neighbor, has problems with cracks in his oil pan because he just did lowering springs instead of coilovers. But I can see some scratches. Scratch there, a little bit of scratch there. Other than that, no oil down here, so this is clean. This is pretty clean. So no dripping oil, so that's good. Here's the horn. Horn's really low. How's it going, guy?
What's going on?
Oh, I'm just checking for rust. She has some body damage there from lift. Another body damage over there. So that's it. It looks like it's coming up into. Oh shit! I'm on the brake line. Oh no! Sitting on the brake line there. Should have looked at that. Okay. That's a lift point. You should really not be putting brake line there. And there's something that goes here. Right, choked on my. So that's where I need to be right there. Yeah, that's where I need to be. So I'm gonna have to fix that or leave it be, that dent. But other than that, this car is very clean. And you can see right here, another big dent from a lift point. There's some seals. Seals look good. So a little bit of oil coming out of the casing. Very shiny. That's where most of the fluid looks like it's coming out of. So it might be leaking something somewhere. There's a bushing right there. That looks good. Motor mount. Yeah, one of the motor mounts. Is it? Yeah, it's motor mount. Here's another mount for the exhaust. Motor mount up there. Looks pretty good. Up in the hump tunnel. Looks pretty good. Yeah, so right there. Right there. That cave in. This thing rolling over the seam. This thing is really freaking close right here to my, lifting up my floor. But this is definitely a lift I'll probably be using. I have access to it for $150 a month. So this is my line out of my gas tank. It's got a little leak of something. Now it's dry. What is this? Oh, that's the fill tube. So here's the fill tube. It's got some leakage down to on the fill tube, and it had some of the coating come off. Okay, a little bit of surface rust there. Other than that, let's look on the bottom here. So again, I'll show you guys the damage on this side. So bottom of the fender, and unfortunately bottom of the rocker. This one might be a driver. This one might have to be a driver, which is going to be anyways. Will go well. So that's somebody using a PDP power draw bar on one of the mills back there, because this is a community shop, so there's people that come in, but it's pretty quiet back here for the most part. So I decided to shoot a video. Everything looks really good. Oh, another thing I want to show you guys before I run out of power, and we're almost to the 11.25 minute. I'm using the hand that's all dirty. Definitely dragging here. So dragging there. Not dragging here. This is perfect. The drum's perfect. This side. This side's perfect. I'm thinking about switching this thing to front drums. Maybe if I could get bigger drums, larger drums, because the discs up here are good size. But I'll have to show you guys on a video why these discs are not the best. I have to stomp on the brakes, take these off first once I get it off the air. I mean, once I get it into the air. Oh, this guy for drag, you hear it. Drags. Not as much as the other side, but it drags. So that will kill my gas mileage. And obviously the brakes are not that good on this car, so that either means that it's warped, which it doesn't look like any sort of heat damage, so it's probably warped. But there's some lathes over there that I could turn it down if I need be. But she's dragging pretty good.